It's empowering to grow your own food. I didn't inherit my mom's green thumb, but I remember how excited she was to show her Thai chili peppers to us and make a sauce out of it to eat with our meals. I'm Vietnamese, so we eat a lot of lettuce and mint leaves and basil with some of our dishes. So I was fortunate enough to see them grow from my mom's own garden and get to eat it at the dinner table. Ironically, she has a massive phobia of worms, which is good for gardening. That is one thing I did inherit from her, though, is her phobia of worms. But her love of growing her own food and feeding us from that same food that she nurtured and grew herself prevailed. So Ron Finley is another person who also loves to grow his own food. He's also renowned as the gangster gardener, and his mission is to empower others to grow their own food.
Let's talk about someone making a difference right now.
Ron Finley is the embodiment of social change through urban gardening. Known as the gangster gardener, he started an urban gardening revolution in the food desert of South Central LA. In 2010, he planted a food forest on the curbside parkway in front of his home, which resulted in a city citation. His fight to grow food on that patch led to the city council changing the law and enabled growth of urban gardens in LA. His mission goes beyond gardening. He views it as a tool for education, reducing poverty, and building community. Through the Ron Finley Project, he advocates for the transformation of food deserts into food sanctuaries and the elevation of gardening as an act of defiance and empowerment. He teaches people that they can gangster garden and grow their own food to take charge of their own nutrition, health, and environments. For more information, check him out at Ron Finley HQ.
So that was a quick overview on Ron Finley, but he is all about empowerment through gardening and an advocate for growing your own food. This video here shows Finley at a TED Talk speaking on food access, which is a great tie-in from our topic last week.
You'd be surprised what the soil could do if you let it be your canvas. You just couldn't imagine how amazing a sunflower is and how it affects people. So what happened? I have witnessed my garden become a tool for the education, a tool for the transformation of my neighborhood. To change the community, you have to change the composition of the soil. We are the soil. You'd be surprised how kids are affected by this. Gardening is the most therapeutic and defiant act you can do, especially in the inner city. Plus you get strawberries. I remember this time, there was this mother and a daughter came, they were, it was like 10:30 at night, and they were in my yard, and I came out and they looked so ashamed, and I'm like, man, it made me feel bad that they were there, and I told them, you don't have to do this like this. This is on the street for a reason. It made me feel ashamed to see people that was this close to me that was hungry, and this only reinforced why I do this. And people ask me, Finn, aren't you afraid people are going to steal your food? And I'm like, hell no, I ain't afraid they're going to steal it. That's why it's on the street. That's the whole idea. I want them to take it, but in the same time, I want them to take back their health.
And I think it's time that we take back our health and give health to our community. So gardening is such a great catalyst for this movement.